Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about some of the best profiles to follow both on Instagram and TikTok if you're thinking about moving here to Northwest Arkansas or you currently live here. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as literally as humanly possible. Literally. About Northwest Arkansas. And so liking and subscribing makes sure that my content goes in front of the right people at the right time looking to move here. Hey, that could be you. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. All right, and the first one on the list, and of course, this goes without saying, all of them are linked below. So go ahead and follow them, do all the things, click the buttons. But the first one we want to talk about is NWA Daily. So there's a lot that happens in Northwest Arkansas. And NWA Daily does a very good job of making sure that we're all up to date of what's happening in Northwest Arkansas. So I would go ahead and follow them. They do like a weekly kind of update, like between all the cities, like whether it's split up into arts, sports, even books. So I'm all about that. So they have everything broken up into events like music and stuff like that. So go ahead and follow them below, of course. It's a really good Instagram profile to follow just to kind of keep up to date with what's going on in Northwest Arkansas. And it's nice because they do it obviously the week prior, so you're not like behind the times, you're ahead of the times. It's kind of like a time traveling thing, but not really, not yet at least. And the other one I want to talk about is Experiencing Fayetteville. Now, Experiencing Fayetteville is like its own business, and the city actually hires Experiencing Fayetteville to do all the tourism for Fayetteville. They have so many events around the area, it's great. So they have, I can go on and on about the events, but if there's an event happening in Fayetteville at any sort of level, Experience Fayetteville is going to be in part of it some shape or form. So they do all the, like they're involved with all the sporting events. They have actually a downtown, if you go to the square downtown Fayetteville, they have their own business section, like with all the tourism stuff and all the really cool booklets and stuff you can pick up and all the maps and all the cool things that are going on in Fayetteville. So if you are on the square in Fayetteville, definitely check out Experience in Fayetteville, but definitely check out the Instagram profile. They have all sorts of different cool things there. They keep up to date with all the things going on in Fayetteville. And it's kind of cool to see what's going on in Fayetteville, even if you're not living here quite yet. That reminds me. I have a 3-day itinerary. So maybe you're thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas or just checking it out. And you're thinking like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, because there is. The 3-day itinerary link below will just help kind of like consolidate some of the craziest and fun things you can do in Northwest Arkansas in those 3 days. So maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're into art and culture, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download that. And also, when you do come down here, definitely give me a call because I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. And also, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. And also, thirdly, downtown Bentonville does a great job of handling everything Bentonville. Now, the interesting thing between Experience in Fayetteville and Bentonville, downtown Bentonville, is the fact that downtown Bentonville is doing more like documentary style stuff, really high quality videos. And it's really interesting because they go out into the actual city and just sit down with a bunch of really high influencing people in the area. So it's fun to see them sit down and talk to really cool people of the upcoming events when it comes to Bentonville, you know, all the different things that are really downtown Bentonville. And so it's really worthwhile to follow both on the website, on the Instagram, and they have a really good YouTube page as well. Now, if you want to keep up to date with the news in Arkansas, KNWA News is a great IG profile to follow. Obviously, they have their own news station, they have their own YouTube channel, they have their Instagram stuff, and I believe they have TikTok. I'll link that below if they have TikTok. I'll check that out. But their Instagram is really good to keep up to date with what's going on, you know, upcoming news events and maybe, you know, like things that have happened just recently, of course. So worthwhile checking out. It kind of keeps you up to date with all the cool things that are happening, more news centric versus kind of like, you know, events coming up here. So if you want to keep up to date with the news, all things Northwest Arkansas, hey, that's me. Definitely check out KNWA News. Also, I would hate to remiss Finding NWA, great Instagram profile to follow, gorgeous photos. They keep all cool, fun, interesting things Northwest Arkansas. Finding NWA is definitely the IG profile to follow without a doubt. They are just, it's just like a, what do you call it, like a photographer's dream on Finding NWA. It's so cool because it's almost like its own, like it'll convince you to move to Northwest Arkansas. That profile alone will just be like, okay, I'm moving here. That alone. So definitely follow Finding NWA on Instagram. All right, so let's transition to food a little bit. iamgastronome, great profile to follow. He's a local here in Arkansas. I don't know anyone more dedicated to food than this gentleman right here. You have to follow his profile. You can DM him anytime, any recommendations. He is fantastic at what he does. I'll leave his website below. He has his whole itinerary. Like I have a food itinerary, his food itinerary, top tier. So download his itinerary linked below as well. It is great because he just kind of levels out some of the best restaurants in Northwest Arkansas. So yeah, whether you download his stuff or go to his website, without a doubt, need to follow him on Instagram. If you're coming to Northwest Arkansas or if you live here, definitely need to check him out. He knows all things food in Northwest Arkansas. And so we've been really focused on Instagram, obviously, for a minute. Let's talk about TikTok for just one specific profile. Real Life Sarah 918, that's her username. Of course, I'll link this below. She does a great job from Northwest Arkansas. Obviously, she's not doing paid promotions or anything like that. She's just living her life in Northwest Arkansas. So it's fun to see her adventures, going to the Up Summit, going around Bentonville, seeing all the cool things. She goes to all these different events, up to Tyson. She's all around Northwest Arkansas. And so it's really cool to see all the different TikToks she's making about the area. She got pretty, we'll say, famous and like we'll say like put on the map because she started doing a lot of TikToks about the drone service up in Pea Ridge. So she has the drone service actually deliver stuff to her house with like, not their drones, but they're like kind of planes and they drop things. So it kind of went viral on TikTok for a minute. And so she picked up a lot of really cool like followers based on that. But it's really cool to see her just adventures around Northwest Arkansas. So if you're more on the TikTok scene, definitely check out Real Life Sarah 918. And also, I'd hate to not mention this fine gentleman, but myself. Obviously, I have my own Instagram profile and my own TikTok profile. So what I do is I take a lot of my YouTube content and chop it up and then put it on Reels on both Instagram and also Facebook as well. But usually on my stories, I try to produce like kind of like things that I'm up and doing. Usually involves honestly donkeys because I run a lot. And so there's like out by my farm fields around by my house, there's donkeys out there. So you'll definitely see a lot of farm animals in my stories. So if you are any sort of animal person, definitely check out my Instagram stories down below. But also I just kind of keep up to date, like showings, really cool homes, all the different things that are going on in Northwest Arkansas. Definitely check out that guy. He sounds really cool too. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer. There's a 3-day itinerary link below for you. Go ahead and download it. And also, when you do come down here, definitely give me a call because you can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.